you're getting paid to do the job.
Right. Right.
So, I mean, if you're not doing your job, you don't get paid. So it's like,
yeah, it's a very interesting time, that's for sure, to see like where the direction is going to go. And, you know, companies are really, obviously they're tightening up too, and they're wanting to make sure they're getting their bang for their buck. So they're evaluating like what is worth it for us. Like, we want a good company culture, or is that being in the office? And then we want to see you working and have that feel of the vibe of what's going on in our company. And then where's the value add for the employee? Is it really that important to allow them that flexibility to work from home? And maybe hybrid is the solution. But I think more often they're seeing that the fully remote workforce wasn't working for them.
I knew it wasn't going to. I told somebody a while ago, I was like, it's not going to last.
Yeah.
You're going to, sure, it works for now, but it's not going to last because, I mean, I think for what we do in recruiting, we thrive off of each other. You know, like if I hear my colleague, I'll jump in and, you know, like if she's stumbling or something, and I'll be like, oh, hey, don't forget this. You know what I mean?
Like, talk about that.
Yeah, we feed off each other because you're on the phone, you're, you know, talking away and you forget things. And it's like, don't forget the, you know, the steps, the different things that we have to do every day.
Ask about this technology or remember this or that. Yeah, no, definitely.
We also have a TV, so we get to watch TV while we're
some Korean drama in the background.
Oh my gosh, every time I'm like, Chelsea, put on, I don't know,
something else,
what is this?
Anything else without subtitles.
Don't let it be a show that I want to watch, because then I'll be like this.
Yeah. Distracted.
Hold on.
Welcome to the Bullpen podcast hosted by Torian Consulting. I'm Sonya Pedowick.
I'm Bobby Watkins.
And I'm Misty Rodriguez.
Each week we'll be bringing you different episodes about fintech and talent.
It's going to be exciting to be able to talk about these topics in depth, to be able to bring you guests, to be able to dive into topics on recruiting, mental health, the job market, new technologies, and of course, everything happening in our beloved city of Las Vegas.
Do you want a job or not? Let's grab the bull by the horns.
Welcome back to the Bullpen podcast hosted by Torian Consulting Group. I am one of your hosts, Sonya Pedowick.
And I am Misty Rodriguez. I see you.
Yes.
No.
Today we are talking about, remote versus on-site versus hybrid. I don't know if we have the same opinion on this or not, but I think when COVID started, I was like, oh, this is not going to last forever. And everyone,
the remote?
Yeah. And everyone was like, oh, Sonya, you're going to have to like get on the remote train. And I know.
Let me get comfortable.
Right. And I was like, and as a business owner, this was, and you like probably a different kind of perspective, right? Because I was having to learn to like pivot, one of my least favorite words, but I was having to learn to pivot a little bit because I like going to the office. I don't enjoy working by myself. I don't enjoy working remote as much. I like getting dressed. I like the transition from home to office for me. And I like working with people. Yeah. That's what and that's why I own a business in a bullpen environment, because I like that sort of energy.
For sure.
And I struggled with that. I struggled with like, you know what I mean? Like being in a situation where I was like, oh, now
we didn't have a choice.
Right. Yeah. And so I learned a lot about myself as a business owner and a leader through the COVID experience. But then it became like, well, you need to let me work from home. You need to like run a business this way in order to like be part of this century kind of situation, right? And so that was a big challenge for me. And now we're in this situation in 2025 where we talk to a lot of candidates who are like, well, your hiring manager, your company, you're this, you know, you need to let me work remote.
Yes. I'm like, yes.
And I remember saying like, I don't think this is going to last forever because remote is not a one size fits all solution.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know what you thought at the beginning, what you think now.
I think in the beginning it was a necessary evil. Right. We didn't have a choice during COVID. You know, the world shut down. We watched in eerie, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to relive it. I don't want to come back to it in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. Because it was a scary point in time. Yeah. I mean, you and I were talking in between, like, how are you? How's it go? Are you okay? Yeah. And I would check in with people just even during, like shutdown, are you okay? Like whatever, because it just, the world was so quiet.
yeah.
It was crazy, but we didn't have a choice. So I think a lot of people embraced it and they thought it was going to work. But I mean, like the casinos can't, you have to be on site for their roles. And now I don't get it as much now, which is weird because I thought I would get more flack for it. I did use the word flack, but like there are some roles that you probably could keep remote.
Yeah.
Like I've seen plenty of data analysts fight their ground, and I get it. You maybe don't need to come in, but like you said, there's this, right? Like the getting dressed, the separation of home. And I was getting to that point where I'm not saying remote doesn't work, because we have a hybrid model, and I appreciate that, because if I'm not feeling well, something's going on at home, I just need a little extra, like more time in the morning.
Right.
It's nice to have that option, but I'm the same way. I want to get up. I don't care if it's just jeans and a t-shirt or, whatever.
Yeah.
I want to come in. I don't want to sit at home. And I say that because my husband works from home, but I'm like, and he barely gets dressed.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, and I think there's a lot of different studies and a lot of different opinions. And I do believe that each person is different, right? There probably are a lot of people that they believe, and maybe they really are more productive working from home.
Yeah.
I grew up in the Bay Area. I worked in the Bay Area. I commuted to and from work an hour and a half each way. And so I understand that sentiment, right? And there's people who pay a lot of money to commute on trains and park in the city. There's an argument both ways, but there's also a lot of data coming out that companies are less innovative, companies are less collaborative, that healthcare costs are on the rise, that there's, slack in, like, are we meeting our production timelines? Are we meeting, just project delivery timelines? And even just like overall mental health and well-being and team collaboration and team cohesiveness. I mean, we see it too. And even in just like communicating with clients or interviews where people don't even come on camera.
I get frustrated.
What I mean? Yeah. And it's just the human element of connecting with people has like taken so many steps backwards, where that connection that lends to innovation, that lends to collaboration, that lends to communication has slid backwards, and you miss that element of productivity because you aren't just connecting as humans. You're not gathering around a whiteboard. You're not gathering around a table and just bouncing ideas.
A collab effort. One thing I really hate, and I will pick up the phone and call you. So if you're afraid of the phone, I cannot stand chain email.
Right.
I know we do them.
Or texting
like 300. Your text message, if it's longer than and I got to keep scrolling, we have a problem. I'm calling you. Just tell me what you.
Right.
That's a whole conversation we could have easily and wrap it up, because
and if we're going to
now I understand what you're asking me.
And if we're going to talk about your compensation or you moving across the country, let's pick up the phone and talk this through so that I'm hearing you, you're hearing me, that I don't go and mess that up on the other end. Why
relocation?
Are we
that's a big one.
Why are we so afraid to pick up the phone and talk about that in person, right?
Well, I mean, the socials joke about it, and it is funny. It's funny, but at the end of the day, when we're talking money, if you're moving, if I'm helping you relocate, if I'm, you know what I mean? It's a relationship, I guess, in a roundabout way. So if you're, swinging this way kind of thing, and I have to get to know you better, because there's a whole trust aspect to that.
Right.
If I can't see your face, if I can't hear your voice, I'm not feeling it. It makes me nervous. So,
it's interesting. And then, if we hear this a lot from candidates, it's well, if your client isn't open to me working hybrid, if your client, the client's sort of building a team, they're building a culture. They are the ones making a decision. So if
they're also paying for you,
if you don't want to go to work,
okay, you're not. Guess I'm moving on. I mean, I need to say that.
Exactly. So it's interesting now how many people are still fighting to not go into an office and not understanding why the work environment isn't
adapting
to them, right? And then willing to stay unemployed for so long. I don't understand how that's still working. And I had a situation with a longtime friend in the Bay Area. This is going back now probably about a year and a half, where a friend said he was leaving one company.
Oh,
and I know. Said he was an IT manager. Said he was leaving one company and left and went to work for another similar company and took his team.
Oh.
And both remote, and then was working with this team in this one new company and got his team's meetings mixed up.
Oh, no.
And turned out he was still working for both companies and got it confused. So in a hybrid working remote working situation, was double dipping at both companies and got caught in that situation. And so got fired from both jobs. And then the two or three team members that he convinced to do the same thing got fired from both companies, because he thought, well, we're working remote. What does it matter? We're working, we're doing. And I remember talking to him and him being like, well, I don't understand why it mattered. We were working and we were getting the work done at both places and we weren't, stealing information or doing it. It's like,
but they don't know that.
They don't know that.
Because you're working remote.
Yeah.
Not to say that you're, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's not to say that, I know a lot of people that did that during COVID or they took the unemployment and did 1099 work and whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I think it all just comes back around. So
yeah, I think dishonesty and lack of integrity definitely catches up to you.
Well, isn't that I think that's really what it's.
Yeah.
It's integrity. So.
Right. And there's so many systems and things in place where people can check on your productivity. They can tell when you're online. They can tell when you're not working. Like so many things track your productivity, just like whether, whatever it is, the software that your company's using, whether it's LinkedIn or whatever it is, it knows your voice over IP. It just knows. So you can try to say that you are more productive at home. And all those studies that say like people say they log off, but they are still working. Why do you want to even do that? Like, why do you want to be at home and then feel obligated to stay on later and then say, well, I'm working so much more for my company. Why do you want to feel obligated to do that just because your home office is in your home?
Well, I think so. I'll use my husband as an example. He is very good about the 8 to 5. Like literally he will do his work. And he is very good at it. He doesn't you know what I mean? Like he's at like blinders on the, and he will stop literally when it's time to stop.
Yeah.
He doesn't do the extra. No, it's not that he's not a bad worker. He's just more productive. Like if he keeps his normal hours, he gets everything done.
Right.
And then he's done
like,
for the night.
It's family time.
Yeah. And so he'll leave it behind and walk away from it. And it's very rare that like anybody will, nobody calls him after hours. So, but like, and I watch him and I think it's impressive to see some, because to turn it off because I'm not like that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of things 24 hours a day. And even when I'm sleeping, I'll wake up. I was just telling Ruby, I was like, I'll think of stuff like at 2 a.m. because I'll wake up and I'll be like, it'd be great. Yeah. But it's, but I think the thing from like me and most of the people that I'm coming around to now are like, I would love hybrid at least. If I could have a hybrid, that would be great. But I still have like some people that'll say, well, I am working this one job remote and I can pick up that one too. And I'm like, okay, let me be transparent with, my hiring manager because that's not always okay. So
I don't know that every employer's like okay with that.
I think some might be if it's a contract, like as long as you get your work done, but it's really up to them. And I'm fine with whatever they need.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that are I think that's another thing is people forget you're getting paid to do the job.
Right. Right.
So, if you're not doing your job, you don't get paid. So it's like
yeah, it's a very interesting time, that's for sure, to see like where the direction is going to go. And, companies are really, obviously they're tightening up too, and they're wanting to make sure they're getting their bang for their buck. So they're evaluating like what is worth it for us. Like we want a good company culture, or is that being in the office? And then we want to see you working and have that feel of the vibe of what's going on in our company. And then where's the value add for the employee? Is it really that important to allow them that flexibility to work from home? And maybe hybrid is the solution. But I think more often they're seeing that the fully remote workforce wasn't working for them.
I knew it wasn't going to. I told somebody a while ago, I was like, it's not going to last.
Yeah.
You're going to, sure, it works for now, but it's not going to last because, I mean, I think for what we do in recruiting, we thrive off of each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if I hear my colleague, I'll jump in and, you know, like if she's stumbling or something and I'll be like, oh, hey, don't forget this. You know what I mean? Like,
talk about that.
Yeah, we feed off each other because you're on the phone, you're, you know, talking away and you forget things. And it's like, don't forget the, you know, the steps, the different things that we have to do every day.
Ask about this technology or remember this or that. Yeah, no, definitely.
We also have a TV, so we get to watch TV while we're
some Korean drama in the background.
Oh my gosh, every time I'm like, Chelsea, put on, I don't know,
something else,
what is this?
Anything else without subtitles.
Don't let it be a show that I want to watch because then I'll be like this.
Yeah, distracted.
Hold on. You know, it's like, so.
Yeah.
But I mean, for us, it makes sense, I think. So, but I get where development is like, oh no, you don't need me in the office. But if somebody has to Slack you, you know what I mean? Like any of the channels of like some kind of communication instead of just picking up the phone or, you know, like, it's like the void. Hello?
Yeah.
You know, like I went out to my garden for an hour and it's like,
yeah. And I just don't even understand like the chatting with like like a live Teams meeting or whatever you're using. Nobody's on camera.
I don't mind Teams, but I'm also like, I love the memes about Teams.
Yeah. To just be on camera. Like, let's pretend like.
I need to see your reactions.
Yes.
Like mine are like.
Yeah. Looking at a black screen. Yeah. That's so interesting to me. I just don't get it.
Can you put that in the notes section over here so I can read over put the, what is it, captions on?
Right.
Like,
what's going on?
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Right. But I don't know. Yeah.
Well, it'll be interesting to see which direction it continues to go. But I have a sense like people are paying for these big commercial spaces still, right? There's 20-year leases, 10-year leases, whatever. And they're going to want to use them more effectively. And I just don't see the world staying anything more than hybrid, right?
Yeah. And I think even then they'll slowly fade away from it. So
for sure.
And it's, I mean, it is what it is. You either, but you're right. I've talked to plenty of people that are holding out and I'm like, okay, let me know
when that holdout is
I'm like,
end.
I'm like, okay.
Call us.
Yeah. Like,
we'll be here.
How's
in
that
our
going? You can come in if you want to have coffee too.
Right.
We're totally down for that.
Yeah. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're for sure here.
Got TV.
I come in all the time. I don't want to work from home. It's not my vibe. My dog is super disruptive. The separation anxiety. I like to physically shift the energy and go to a work office.
I like to get dressed.
Yeah. I like to get dressed.
Because that whole pajama vibe after a while, I was
Put
like,
on my makeup.
What is happening to me? Like my hair is doing like, I should shower.
Yeah. It's time. It's time. So
it was fun while it lasted. I'll say that.
Yeah, it was definitely different for a minute, and then I was like, I got to get the heck out of this house.
Yeah, for sure.
No,
and not just to work out, like to literally get out of my house.
Not just to walk around the same block.
Oh my gosh! Don't get me started on that. I feel that vibe right now.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh hey neighbor.
Right. Yeah. Well, if you're tired of working from home and want a change of scenery and looking for an awesome job, reach out to Torian. And we just might be able to hook you up. So check us out at torianconsulting.net. Check out Chelsea and Misty online at LinkedIn.
Right here.
And we'd love to be able to help you in your next job search.
We have coffee.
Thank you for joining us in the Bullpen, hosted by TCG. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to share it with someone who you think might benefit. Also, be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date on our next episodes. Do you want a job or not?